Good evening, I'm your host, Lee Tong Tong. Today, we are focusing on the worsening problem, which is smuggling of stuff such as DVDs, USBs, and movies from other countries.
As we all know, our media landscape has long been closely monitored by our great government. No misleading foreign newspapers are allowed to be sold in our country, as we only trust in Rodong Sinmun, the newspaper of the ruling Workers' Party. The only source of news is from Korea Central News Agency, which supplies accurate information to Korean Central TV and the Korean Central Broadcasting Station. We are protected from wrong information from all around the world on the internet, while receiving accurate news in the internet set up by the government. However, it is discovered that our citizens have increasingly access to news and other media outside the state-controlled media. In November 2013, the mighty Kim Jong-un had executed 80 people because of watching dramas from South Korea. At the same time, the North Korean defector Yoon Mi Park gave a speech in the 5th World Youth Leadership Summit talking about how restricted our media is.
North Korea is an unimaginable country. There is only one channel on TV. There is no internet. We aren't free to sing, say, wear, or think what we want.
What is the reason behind those people giving up on our great Korean Central Television and move on to the evil capitalism? Let's move on to it.
We're glad to invite a friend of the executed criminal to share her thought. Your friend, Song Kang-ha, had recently been executed due to watching unauthorized foreign dramas. Do you know where did he get those dramas?
I don't know. It seems that a few USBs with South Korean dramas were being passed among teenagers. Song said those dramas mostly talk about love. They sound a lot more interesting than those in our state-owned channel. He even recommended me to watch them.
Oh, did you watch them?
No! I won't betray our great leader, even being so tempted.
Does it mean that you want to have access in foreign dramas for entertainment too?
You can say so. Our radio and TV sets are pre-tuned to North Korean stations and must be registered with the police. We can only watch state-owned channel. The comedy is so funny has been running on our television channel since the 1970s. We are bored with watching people dressed in military uniform and telling jokes every day.
But our official channel broadcasts a new film every day. Isn't our leader caring enough?
Come on, we can all predict their plots. A hardworking North Korean man meets a woman. Then the main characters sit on the hillside with patriotic music, and then they thank the mighty president for finding each other.
It seems that the drama in South Korea are gaining popularity in our nation. What comment did Song gave on the drama he watched?
He said that the South Korea portrayed in the dramas was so comfortable and modern, which has a large contrast to what Korean Central Television has told us. We thought South Korea were extremely poor, but in fact, they are much richer than us.
How could you let this happen? What's the problem with education? Explain this.
It seems that our citizens have increasing access to news and other media outside the state-controlled media authorized by the US. I'm afraid that one day they will be affected by Western ideologies and discover the truth.
That will definitely not happen. We are controlling the media well. They should know nothing about the world outside.
Have you thought of one day the citizens will discover the truth? If the Chinese government has blocked the access of Facebook, citizens will try to bypass the technical aspects of the internet filtering and gain access to social networking sites.
Yes, it is impossible to stop the flow of information in this globalized world. I just can't imagine what would happen if our nation knows we have to mind them. It will definitely cause chaos. I'm worried that this will threaten our government.
Other than preventing chaos, opening up our media system can tackle our nation's financial crisis. We only allow very few foreign reporters to report in the country. We also ban them from talking to people important stage. Opening up the system and let the world understand more about the situation here and offer help to us.
I agree with your point. The world often exaggerate our poor situation due to limited understanding. It seriously affects the image of our government. Opening up media systems avoids wrong perception and misunderstanding from the world on us, allowing them to understand more about us. It's also favorable to issues of world peace and world development.
Besides benefits to our governments, from the aspect of citizens, our people can have more choices for entertainment if foreign media is allowed. They will be more satisfied with us if they have freedom to choose their entertainment.
Santa Fe, Santa Face.
But then citizens will receive Western information and ideologies such as human rights and democracy from the foreign entertainments. They will then resist our governance.
What? We didn't win the World Cup? Why are the things from the internet different from what the government has told us?
Aren't we the richest country in the world? Why are other countries having better construction and facilities?
The most worrying point is that the social networking platforms speed up protests and movements and cause social instability. I've heard that the revolutionary wave of protests in the Arab world during 2010 and 2012 have attracted widespread support from the international community. Many countries there overthrew the government successfully with the help of the media.
We understand your worries, therefore I think we should open up the media gradually. As the first step, we can import less sensitive cartoons and films to the public. Citizens can have more choices for entertainment without receiving foreign ideologies and facts.
After that, we can allow limited rebroadcast of overseas TV channels. With programs like news and documentaries, citizens can get to know the outside world gradually under our guidance.
Scotland correspondent Laura Bicker is at Holyrood for us. So Laura, the government's saying it's going to...
After a few years when citizens gain sufficient information of the outside world, the final step is to open up the access to Facebook or other social media platforms. In this way, our media can be fully open to citizens. Our media environment won't rank second last in Freedom House in the future.
Eventually, our citizens can engage more in our decision making. I believe that when we show determination of solving social problems and an image of being willing to reform our media system, people will have confidence on us and won't use Facebook to organize protests.
I see your point, but how can I know what the citizens think?
We can open a forum which citizens can discuss different aspects such as housing, food and transportation. They are allowed to engage in social affairs and express their feelings while we can monitor their speech at the same time. We can filter some inappropriate speech where necessary. As a result, citizens can have more freedom of speech and enhance their sense of belonging towards the society. We can also know more about citizen thought. That would be a win-win situation.
Okay, I'll think about it later. Maybe let's have lunch first.